You don't get guac on your Chipotle, what are you doing with your life? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've never watched my videos before. I'm just gonna start off and say that these are extensions. This is my real hair length, and this is my extension length. I wish that my hair was this long, but my hair can never grow this long. I've tried growing it out. The reason that I'm mentioning that is because one, if you like see pieces in this video, I'm just letting you know right now that it's not my real hair, because I don't want to look like I'm trying to hide it or anything. This video is going to be kind of like a story time. This is why I stopped smoking weed. The first time I ever smoked weed, I was in 10th grade, so I think I was like 15 years old. I was at a mutual friend's birthday party, and some of my friends that I came with, they were like, oh, like we're gonna go smoke like in the car. Do you want to come? And I had never smoked before, but I'm like, I trust these girls. I know them. They were like my actual really good friends at the time. So I was like, sure, I'll do it, or at least I'll just come with you. They were smoking out of a bowl, or maybe it was a pinchy. I'm not entirely sure, but it wasn't much at all. And I took a hit. I wasn't inhaling right, because I don't remember really noticing any difference. Yeah, that was the first time that I smoked weed. I think I did smoke, like, I don't know, like maybe on the weekends or something. I do not think that I was inhaling right, because I don't remember ever really feeling high. I probably shouldn't even be saying this, because if they watch this, they're gonna realize that I was wasting their weed for like years. I started to actually get high junior, or maybe it was senior year of high school, but it was like around there. One of my best friends at the time, she would smoke like every single day. She had tons of other friends that would smoke, like that's all they would do. And when me and her would hang out, like that's kind of all we would do for the most part. It was like such a good way to meet new people. I don't really know, like for me, when I would smoke, a lot of people would be like, oh, do you want to smoke? And like that would be like how we would hang out. I don't know, it was really fun. I smoked like multiple times per week, not like every single day, not before school or anything. I just did it like straight up for fun. I was not a stoner by any means. I remember saying to one of my friends, I've never been pissed off or unhappy while being high. I felt so inspired when I was smoking. Now I'm gonna go to the parts where I kind of realized that maybe this isn't as great as I thought. So the very first time that I remember where things kind of turned for the negative, I think I had just gotten back from my Europe trip in 2017. It was like the end of July, and I was with my one friend, that I had previously talked to you about in like the last thing, like my best friend at the time. And we were in my car and we were just smoking. We were literally, it was in the broad daylight in a parking lot, because I thought smoking in plain sight is better, because no one can really sneak up on you. Plus it's like nobody really expects you to do that, so they're not really looking for it. And that actually like did work really well for me. Some people would disagree with that, but anyway, that's beside the point. And then yeah, so we were just smoking weed from my regular dealer. We were smoking out of a bowl. That was my most common way of smoking. All of a sudden, it just felt like everything was kind of like blurry, like tunnel vision. My head was on the back of my seat. I didn't know if I actually was or not, or if I was just imagining it. And I didn't really like realize anything was wrong. I wasn't like scared or anything. But then my friend was in the passenger seat and she's like, Brianna, are you okay? I'm like, what? Like, is there something wrong? She's like, open the door, open the window or something. And my high ass rolled up the window. Like, why would I do that? Was I overheating? Like, I have no idea, but I was literally suffocating us. I don't know, I was just like really high. I didn't have any brain-hand coordination. Eventually, I opened the door. All of a sudden, air rushed in. I got like control myself. And she's like, do you want to go sit outside in the grass? I had no idea what was going on, but it was like so hot, and I felt literally like I was wrapped in like a burrito. So we sat in the grass. We were just talking for a little bit, and then she's like, do you want to maybe go and get some water? We were right by a gas station, And I was like, yeah, that would be good, but I don't know. I'm scared to get back in the car and drive because what if I start to pass out again? I was literally like about to pass out, I think. But I wasn't even smoking that much weed. Like and I had never done that before. We made it to the gas station and I remember that day I didn't really eat that much. So I was like, well, maybe it was just because like my body was so empty. I think I Googled it and that might have been one of the reasons why you faint. After that, I was fine. After that day, after that situation, I continued to smoke like regular. Then me and this same friend 2 to 3 months later, we decided, well, she decided that it would be a good idea that we try these high enhancing wraps from the gas station. It was like the end of October. It was like October 26th or 28th, 2017. So it was dark out. We parked, we started smoking, and the very first hit that I had, something was not right. I started having a panic attack, but at the time I had no idea what was going on. Literally after one hit, I kid you not, or maybe two, I don't know. I was like, can you bring me home? So concerned. I was like, I need to get home. I was so paranoid. I didn't think somebody was coming for us, but my heart was beating so fast and I was just not okay. And so she brought me home and my mom was upstairs when I got home, and literally I swear to God I could not even see, and I was like trying to get my shoes off while also trying not to fall down the stairs because in my entryway there's like stairs going down. And I was like, if my mom starts talking to me, like she's gonna know. I don't remember what she said, but she like was trying to kind of talk to me when sorry, I keep messing with my hair so much. I would just like say like short little answers. It wasn't unusual for her, but to me, I was so paranoid because I could felt like I couldn't even like engage in an intelligent conversation. I was like, I need to just go. I was laying on my bed. I would like try and close my eyes. I could hear my heart in my ears. I have some video clips of me recording a makeup tutorial while I was high. I'll insert those clips here. I'm high, so here's a makeup tutorial. I already did contour. I did it like a lot, mainly because I'm trying to make it look good like in pictures because like it's 3:30 in the morning, like no one's gonna see me. I used this eyeshadow. I can't really tell if it's gold or silver. Oh, it's gold. It's definitely gold. I was like, what if I'm having a heart attack? What if I die and I die in my sleep? That literally went in my head. I was like, nope, I'm not dying today. I don't remember how that night ended, but that was a very scary situation for me. So that really alarmed me with smoking because that had never happened to me before. From that day on, every time I smoked weed, I would have a panic attack. It didn't matter. It was every single time. Basically, that just ruined my enjoyment for weed for the rest of my life. I think it's a pattern in my brain or something now. So I know that once I'm starting to feel high, it makes me super anxious because I'm gonna start being paranoid. People are saying like, oh, the strain, what were you smoking? Like, I don't know what strain I was smoking at the time. Maybe that's really irresponsible of me, but I was 15 to 18 years old. I did not care. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what strain, like how each strain affects me because I didn't know what I was smoking and I have not smoked for over a year now. The last time that I did smoke was 4/20/2018. Actually, I didn't even smoke. I had an edible and it still affected me the same way. I've just kind of accepted the fact that I cannot smoke weed without panicking. I think it is the worst feeling that I've ever felt in my life. People who have not had a panic attack, I feel like you will never understand until you actually have one. I hope in the future that maybe I can somehow not react that way. For right now, I'm just not ready to risk it again because I have not had a panic attack in over a year. I'm so much healthier mentally now that I do not smoke, and because even after I stopped smoking, which was in December of 2017 was when I decided that I should stop. I didn't smoke again, I don't think, until 420, which was 2018, which was for sure the last time. January through March of 2018 was the worst that my mental health has ever been in my entire life. It was my first year of college, second semester, and I would start having panic attacks in class. There have been times where I left school because I was like, I cannot risk having a panic attack in this class. You can't learn when you're having a panic attack. I still continued to have them in my everyday life, even when I hadn't smoked. It was like I could not get away from it. They just came on randomly. Half the time, like, nothing even triggered it. This is so weird to explain. I don't know, honestly, how I got over it because I have not had one in over a year, like I said. My body just like healed from that. One thing that did help me when I was having a panic attack, like mainly at school, was gum. When I felt it coming on, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a piece of mint gum. Or I would kind of like scribble or like doodle on my notebook because I was like, I cannot like let myself panic right now, because then I would literally have to leave class. And it happened in my math class. I suck at math. I don't know if it had to do with that or not, because like math has always been a struggle for me anyway, and I don't understand it, and so like maybe that was like had to do with it. And then in my other class, I was taking abnormal psychology, and we were learning about anxiety disorders. At the time that I started to have a panic attack, he was describing what they were, but then once he started describing the symptoms, I started to feel the symptoms in my body of what he was describing, because I knew that I had anxiety. I don't know, it just triggered me. I'm panic attack free as of right now. I don't smoke weed, that's why. I've gotten a lot of questions as to why, and usually I just tell them they give me panic attacks, but it's not as simple as that. Like, once you hear the whole story, I mean, maybe it'll make more sense for you. I'm not against people smoking weed. I'm not against people smoking weed around me. The only thing that kind of makes me nervous is getting secondhand high, because it still affects me the same way. Once it gets in my body, I just start to like feel anxious. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. You guys can follow me on Instagram. I will see you guys in my next video.